Hey, welcome back to the Cringeworthy podcast. I am your host, Kaleena. Thank you for being with us again. And on this episode, we have Shelby Danosky. Out of the gate, tragedy and a comedy. I can't even tell you anything about this because it is too fucking good. Just listen to the episode. And if you want to learn more about Shelby, you can find her on Facebook at Shelby Danosky, Danosky. And if you went to Illinois schools, that's Shelby. Just for spelling purposes. On Twitter, she is at Shelby Danosky. On Instagram, she's also at, well, actually, Shelby Danosky. She did the flip, the D to the F. All right. And every Monday in January, she will be at the ETC Theater at Second City at 8 p.m. She does 9 headshots outside of ETC as well. And just follow her around. She's an all-around good gal. And this was a really fun, fucked up episode. So listen, keep going. And if you like what you hear as far as we go, you can follow us on Facebook at The Cringeworthy Podcast. We are on Twitter at CringePod. Instagram, hashtag Cringeworthy Podcast, and download us wherever you listen to podcasts, especially iTunes. Subscribe, rate us 5 stars, leave a comment. We will read it, maybe on air. And start following Jazz Fuzz Studios. That's where we are. This is where we record the show. And also other dope ass shows on this studio channel, as it were. I'm sure there's a technical term for it. I just can't think of it right now. Multiple Idiots with Mike O'Keefe. If you need a groomsman for your wedding, listen to this show. You're totally going to find one. You might find like 20. I don't know. He's got a lot of people he knows. They really will work. There's someone for everybody on this show. Also, another really good podcast is That Time I Got Arrested with B. Casper. This shit is fucking addicting. She has been arrested over 100 times. I want to meet her so bad. Like, I've listened to, I don't even remember how many episodes, but I'm just like, Jesus Christ, every time. And she sounds like just, she just fucking don't give a fuck no more. She's hard as hell. I can't even imagine the shit this bitch could do. She's amazing. She's amazing. So listen to That Time I Got Arrested. Also, another thing that I do, so I do stand-up. I do some, writing things. So stand-up show I produce is called The Dive Show with Aaron McDavis. We are the last Sunday of every month. We are a hiatus to make it way fucking cooler than it's been. And then we're coming back in March, and we're going to get some of those old people who've been on our show. They're amazing. And I'll give you more info on that as the shows come out. And if you yourself have a story that you want us to hear, or you want to be on the show, you're a comedian, an improviser, a writer, and you're like, I got some shit that's going to make you cringe, send it to us at cringepod@gmail.com or hit us up on our social media. And without further ado, you are at episode 9 with Shelby Danosky. What's up, Shelby?
Hey, Kaleena, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, so
how
good.
old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay. Do you remember Wayne's World? Is that a part
yes,
of everything?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Glad that spanned generations.
It really did. I had a very hands-off family, and so what do they call those latchkey kids?
Yeah. You were like the boxcar children.
You know what? Only we didn't love each other at all. I remember reading those, and they fucking loved. I have 3 brothers.
You have 3 brothers?
3 brothers.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm actually.
Are you youngest, oldest?
I am the middle. I do have a younger brother. His name is Andrew.
Wow.
And I haven't seen him in like 7 years. I feel really bad about it.
I'm a middle child, and I haven't seen one of my oldest sisters. Like, it's a weird story, but yeah. Same situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 sisters, a brother. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wanted to have a sister.
Well, my sister, the one we lived with, was 10 years older. So.
Oh, okay.
Which was fine. We were just terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Just means we were the worst.
Yeah. I mean, that age gap, you can't connect on anything.
No. And we would like, my brother and I were close enough that we would just like, we would just gather together and join forces against her for no particular reason other than we were 10 years younger and just, I mean, kids are terrible.
Fucking terrible. Actually, my brother, Shane, he's only a year older than I am. And we used to gang up on my younger brother, Andrew. Aww. And
damn.
Yeah, it was really, really fucked up, actually. Like, he pooped his pants once. And then for years after, every time, like, we just want to pick on him. Like, oh, Drew, you gonna poop your pants now?
Damn, you guys are so mean.
We were so fucking rude.
See, my brother and I, like, we didn't do that shit to each other. Like, my brother and I just got really mean.
Yeah.
Because my brother and I are one of two polars. We either are really, like, there for each other. Mm-hmm. We're like, are you okay? Is everything cool? Are you dope? All right. And then we're like, the fuck's wrong with your life? Why are you the way you are? Why are you the worst? Why do you represent this family in the way you do? Like, we are the polar opposites in that respect. But like, when shit goes down and it's serious, we're like, what can I do?
That's what matters.
Are you good? I know. But at the same time, it's like a very, like, it's just like whoa. Like, the holidays are hard, but then it's almost like, I don't want tragedy. Like, it is what brings us together. I don't want that though.
Isn't that messed up?
Like, why can't you just chill the fuck out? Except your gay ass sister. I mean, whatever. This got deep. Get out of it. Get out of it. Shelby, how do you say your last name?
Danosky.
Oh, I was right. Thank God.
Yeah.
Danosky.
Okay. Yeah. So, throughout my entire life, everyone's always called me Danowski, although the W is nowhere.
There's no W.
Until I moved to Chicago, because it's such a prevalent Polish community.
Yeah.
Everyone's Polish.
Where did you come from?
Okay, so born in Lincoln, Illinois,
yeah.
And then lived near St. Louis for most of my life. So
awesome.
But always an Illinois gal. I always want to be here. I fucking love Illinois.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about Illinois. Like Chicago, fuck Illinois. I don't care about it.
That's true. That's true.
It does have. It's very varying. Like, you can drive Southern Illinois and like there's advertisements about it. Google it. But it's great. And then middle of Illinois is like, oh, when do I get to Chicago?
It's wasteland.
So it's either I'm going to go to Southern Illinois and it's going to be gorgeous, or I'm going to like be like, no, Chicago, and then you're happy. In the middle, it's just war torn. So we don't go there very often.
There's nothing sadder than driving in the middle of winter in central Illinois. Like, flatlands you can see for miles. There are no trees.
Thing to do is that, like, this is how people died. Like, and I see why. Because
it's so true.
There's nowhere to go. I drove through the salt deserts of Nevada. Right? Yeah, right. Maybe. That was true. I think, right? I'm sorry. No, I was curious because I was like, I think I'm right. Like, it's like Salt Lake. It's like on the way to Salt Lake and shit. Like, it's like literally like salt desert. Aaron's like, what do you mean?
I was like,
I'm sorry.
It is in Utah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is salt deserts though, right?
Yeah, the salt flats.
Salt flats. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Salt flats. So my mom and dad and I went through to a trek to the West Coast. And we went through the salt flats. And like, as we were driving, I just kept going, I mean, like, you would definitely die. Like, you would just get so far where you're turned around. And then like, inevitably, you're going to go the wrong way.
It's
just
true.
because you have no idea where you're going.
No.
And then from an aerial view, it's going to make the saddest documentary ever made. Those are the worst because they're like, they were only 300 feet from the highway. What?
I know.
Oh,
it's hard.
Why would you put that on a show?
So imagine that in Illinois, but there's a Cracker Barrel 300 feet away.
They're probably better off dead. We don't know. It's a lot of dependent on that situation.
Yeah, it's so true.
Oh, Cracker Barrel's pretty good when it's good.
When it's good.
It's country food.
It is.
Country food is fat.
And you don't go there for the
white
food,
flour.
though.
I do. What do you go for?
You go for the gift shop.
Ugh,
They sell.
I hate gift shops.
They sell old-timey candy.
You know what old timey candy is?
What is it?
I had to teach my people this at one point.
Ooh.
The people I work with.
Oh, right.
Not my people. We came up with it because we're white. We come up with the blandest
We do.
shit.
It's true.
So our idea of candy was like, let's take maple syrup, we'll pour it on the snow, we'll let it harden a little bit, wrap it up on a stick, suck on that.
That is so fucking
Sounds
true.
awful.
That is so
It sounds
true.
so bad. Like maple belongs on pancakes.
Yeah.
I've never swallowed a teaspoon of maple syrup because it's not good.
No, you shouldn't.
its own,
You
it's not-
shouldn't. Aunt Jemima's
It's not
women.
taffy.
No, it's not.
No,
it is not. You're
it's
absolutely right.
Syrup. Ugh, oh my God. All right. Anyway.
Oh, right.
What we were here for.
Right.
Well, I mean, cringeworthy shit. So, like, that's pretty depressing and cringy.
Yeah.
Being of the maple candy people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty desolate. And
I mean, at least there was like salt pork.
True.
Not a fan of lard, but I mean, at the time, I feel like I would have been.
You would have had to. You couldn't be picky at that point, right?
Yeah, I would be like, this is a treat. What is it? It's soft fat from a pig's belly. Oof. That would. Oof.
That's my cringeworthy.
And yet you drop that shit in a fryer and I'll talk to you about it.
Dude.
Deep fry it. Deep fry it. It's America. That's all we want. That's all we want over here.
I was boasting about how good the Illinois State Fair deep fried food is. I was talking to Minnesotan about it, and they were like, "You don't know shit." And she got really upset with me. We actually got into an altercation, not a physical one, but like we were just like crossing words, like, Duluth is the only good thing about Minnesota, and like Chicago, if you chopped off Chicago, then Illinois is a wasteland.
But like the middle, because honestly, Southern Illinois, not gonna lie, fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
Southern Illinois is a beautiful area.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
I agree. Very religious. Did you know that?
That's why you don't talk to a lot of people. You just try and go and like give pleasantries and then walk along your way like, no conversations. It's gonna get bad.
You don't want to ask.
Is that your Fran? Like, this is my wife. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, we have to just explain this to you.
Yeah. I actually had a bumper sticker on my first car. It was a Ford Escort, and it said, "I love love," and then it said, "I support gay marriage." And a random man in a McDonald's, just like, I was refilling my sweet tea because Midwestern
when it's free,
and, of course. And he just like he accosted me. He was like, "Hey, is that your car?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, did I forget to turn lights on?" And he turned to my friend and I, and he was like, "You're going to hell. You should get kicked out of this McDonald's for the things you do together." And then he started like slowly grew like with his voice and anger, and the McDonald's employee were not prepared and did not know what to do.
They didn't cover it at the time. They were like, this surely won't ever happen in the Midwest.
Surely
Gay
not.
people don't live here, so we'll never have to deal with it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Turns out we're everywhere.
Yeah. At 16, I grew up real fast.
Even if you're not gay, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Which I am, but
well, okay,
he didn't
good.
need to. He didn't need. I mean, regardless,
that was a really
yeah. So my town Greenville has a university. It's a Christian university. So
wait, which one?
Greenville University. It's I don't know. No one's ever heard of it, but it's supposed to have the biggest or the best Christian music program throughout the country.
So here's what's really bad. My brother went to a Christian university, and that might have been it. And I really feel like it might have been it, but really? I don't remember. And I can't text him about it right now. I'll ask him. Be like, which one did you go to and graduate from?
You should ask, because
I think it might have been. It was like a smaller-ish college, and he was a musical engineer.
That
and
sounds
he's
right.
Very religious, so it might have been that.
That sounds right. Yeah. Big part of the town is like they save people. Like like if you're in the town, you have to be saved. And so I fought that for 18 years.
Scary.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I raised in a very religious upbringing. I mean, if you're from Illinois or anywhere in the Midwest, I feel like if you escaped it, you're not the norm. Like that's like what? And not to say that, guys, being the norm is not always the greatest thing. Okay, so sometimes being out of the norm is really great. So be cool. It's okay.
Yeah.
So. The norm is like usually it's like, oh no, you just don't do that. Just don't do that. It's like
talk about it.
Well, you just it's a perversion, and you just have to fight your perversions. And that's what it is.
I actually got kicked out of my first daycare for kissing a girl. And my mom, you
were very bold.
I was. I was like, why am I not allowed? Like, I remember kids, like this one kid when I was like 4 years old, just like pulled me behind a swings and like forced a kiss on me. And I told someone about it, and then they didn't jack shit.
Creepo.
And then I had a crush on this girl, Riley Davis. Oh my God,
that's a cute name.
She was precious. Right now, I mean, now she's like She's okay.
She made it.
She was a cute kid, but
sometimes we all don't grow into ourselves.
It's true. It's true. But I kissed her, and my daycare teachers, they made me sit in timeout from like 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. My mom picked me up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was suspended for a whole week. Not bullshit.
That's so
My mom
bad.
never said a thing about it, though. She was like, this isn't real. Like, this is bullshit.
You know what? Like, I feel like my parents would have done something. I love them very much, but like at that time, they would have been like, what are you doing? You know, like, of course a boy kissed you, but like a girl, I think they would have been weird-ish about it. Like, I don't think they would have been hellish about it, but they would have been weird.
Yeah. And I thought that's what she was doing. I thought she was being weird by not talking about it.
Yeah.
But I was too afraid to say something because I was so ashamed.
You're little. Yeah. You can't undo that for a minute. And you're like, oh, all right. I remember when I knew I was gay, like but my aunt had just come out, and I knew it was because I was like, I definitely like Angelina Jolie differently than I like boys.
Was it Girl Interrupted?
It was everything. It was Girl Interrupted. It was whatever the fuck else she was in at the time. It was every little thing. Hackers. It was anything that she did. I don't even remember right now, but it was everything. And my aunt had just come out, and I remember like it being a big deal. And everyone's like, oh no, we don't know what to do with this. Like, how are we going to explain this? Like, she has a wife. Like, and this was before, our marriage was legal. So,
and in the Midwest.
Yeah. God. Well, they were in the edge of the Midwest.
Oh.
So I don't think they were directly in the Midwest. Like, her and her current wife live in somewhere north. But like, at the time, it was just like, and civil union still wasn't a thing. Like, they were spinsters, that type of shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I just remember it being a big deal, and everyone's like, we don't know what we're going to do. How are we going to explain this to the children? And I'm like, I'm right here. And now I'm like, well, don't feel those things, because apparently it's just not going to fly in this family. So you're just
apparently there's so many conversations about this.
Yeah. You just have to not be gay if you don't want to have a conversation about you. And even as a middle child, like, I like to hide a lot. I like to just not be the center of attention. Like, not like, unless it was my birthday, because birthdays are awesome.
Oh, I fought for it. I needed it.
Nope. I just did whatever I wanted to do, but then a lot of the shit I did was dramatic and like bad. Like, shit, you shouldn't do it. Like, you shouldn't come home drunk at 15. I certainly did.
Sure.
I was like, I am not. My sister's like, maybe next time don't smell like pepper or cinnamon schnapps when you say that, because like, not going well for your case.
Fuck. I actually in an attention ploy, I went with my friend and stole her mom's car to pick up these.
No. Wow.
Yeah, we stole her car. It was a Hyundai Sonata, and she ended up blaming me for everything. She said that she told her mother that she went to bed after we went to the movies, and then I stole her mother's car. And
she blamed you?
She blamed me. And she said I stole her mother's car. And Grin also stole her Smirnoff ices and met with these two boys and just did God knows what.
You did all this, and she did. Oh, yeah, wow.
Her mother still thinks that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you guys still friends?
Oh, fuck no.
Thank God.
I really tried to get over it. I really did. But
that's
you can't.
But at that age, like, I get that. Like, you're just like, this friend is so cool, and like they have all this access, and like, even though I'm the fucking, like, I take it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh no, I'm worth more.
Right.
I'm a human being too. I don't have to take this shit. Never mind. I'll find friends with this shit who don't make me take the fall.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a friend who, like, oh my God, she had, her dad worked for the railroad. He went out of town for the weekend. He had a car he was working. It was a Beretta.
Oh.
And it was not working. So he had it up on cinder blocks, because in the country that's what you do.
That's what you do in your front yard.
Actually, under the awning. They were class. They lived in town, quote unquote.
I remember. Yeah. I know what that means.
We're in town.
Yeah.
It means there's 300 people. It'll take you 5 minutes to walk outside of the town, but they live in town. And He was out of town and her mom was like, fuck it. Like, I just got my driver's license. It's fine. Go bowling. That's what we were going to do. So we picked up our friends. I had dyed my hair.
What color?
Indigo blue. Because
yes.
it was almost black, but I wasn't sure.
It takes steps.
It's baby steps. I was goth, but I didn't know how to commit to it. I was still like, it's still a little like.
Do I know it's a phase?
I'm not emo about it. I just like, I was like, I think I just like the look. I'm not sure that I feel you.
Yeah.
Like on this whole like, death is great. Nope. I just, scary.
Just parts of it.
Yeah, just parts.
Yeah.
So I dyed my hair and then it was raining very hard. And we got the car and we started driving toward the big city and it started smoking. And I was like, well, that's just not what a car's supposed to do. But I'll see how far I can get it. And I didn't get it far at all, like halfway. And God. I was so mad. But the comical part, I was a goth kid. So I had thick fucking eyeliner and I had, what do you put on it? Mascara. Yeah. It's been a long time since I wore makeup. Mascara on my eyelashes. It's downpouring. I pulled the car over. I was like, motherfucker. And I was so mad and I never got mad. So it was very dramatic. They knocked open the door and it was pouring rain. And I looked around the car and I was like, you son of a bitch. And I have to make it to town. And I just got in the car. And the dye had not set in my hair, nor had I rinsed it properly. So I had like blue, black streaks just streaping. My mascara. I was a quintessential. I was a beautiful goth child in that moment.
Beautiful. That's where music videos are made
but
of.
A goddamn mess in 2018. We got to the bowling alley. Guess whose dad came home from early from his weekend at work?
Surprise family.
So she's like, I'll call my mom. My mom will come pick us up, take us home. Whatever. We'll figure it out over the weekend. My dad won't know. But dad had come home. So when she called, her dad picked up the phone and was like, well.
How do you not shit your pants? Oh my God.
I had to call my parents. I was like, it's a situation. You guys are going to have to come pick me up. They were like, where? The bowling alley? Okay, dope. As long as you're not drunk, doing some shit, that's great. At the bowling alley. I was like, ooh, there's a story.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Shelby.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten to know each other so well.
I feel
that I want to merge this into what you have come here to tell us tonight.
Yeah.
So I told her beforehand, I think, it's like Malort is involved. If you drink, great. If not, that's fine. But she was like, I do, but I probably understand the extent to which Malort is going to affect me tonight. So she brought peppermint bark and Jim Beam and pineapple juice. Real Star.
I also brought Diet Coke and it's in my bag, but I don't want to come too eager. I just wanted to have it on retainer in case.
Oh God, I got to get our wet bar and snack bar a little more stock because I'm like, damn, the guests are bringing the real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if that became part of the show, great, but I will come much more. I have candy in my bag. I just want to say.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you got your own shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, but to share.
You're prepared. Yeah, you're prepared.
The Russell Stover, which is like
Russell Stover.
Which what's funny? Wasn't that so great when we were younger? And now it's just like, oh, Russell Stover. That cost you like $4. Yeah, that's like good shit. That's the waxy good chocolate. That's like takes a minute to melt. But the nougats, when they're good, they're good.
Oh my God. Did you have you ever been to like a Russell Stover store?
No, but what's the one on Western? There's a candy store.
Aaron, do you know?
Western and maybe Fullerton. No. It's off the Western. It's like the Western Blue Line or something, but it's a Marquis something. And their candy put me in mind of Russell Stover, but it's like, I was like so excited to go there. I was like, ooh, a candy store. And I got it and I was like,
oh no.
It was stale. Hopefully they got better, but they were not good.
Let's hope they increase their
I hope they
benefits.
Listen, sometimes we all get like a little, relaxed and regular in our jobs and we forget what our purpose is. And maybe it's not your purpose. Maybe there's another purpose, but now that's where you are. So make it the best where you are.
I hope that they learn from it, but without like having to completely destroy their own, like all that they've built up. Cause like,
right. I mostly just want them to stop giving us stale fucking candy and marshmallows.
Was it stale as in like, you can see like white stuff on the chocolate?
No, it wasn't that far yet, but it was the taste. It was like, this sat here for a minute.
Oh my
It should have sat here for no minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's Margie's Candies. I'm familiar with the name.
And it looks really cool though. That's the thing. Like the store itself looks really cool, but when you walk in, it's like, no, somebody gave up. Like, yeah, like it's just.
This is not sad. An ad for Margie's Candy.
No, but if they want to sponsor us.
Not opposed to it.
Not gonna say
constructive
no.
criticism goes a long way.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not that I'm not rooting for you, Margie's. I am. I think bad. It's a great idea. Mm-hmm. Shape it up. Shape up.
You better shape up.
Sell your chocolate. Here's what you do. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is how all the businesses like. Just have like a certain amount, and that's it. And once they're gone. Yeah, people can't stand FOMO.
That's so fucking true. If it's in demand, if they can't get it, yeah.
That's why pop-ups are a genius, because people are like, 3 months? Oh my God. What if my friends are talking about it and I have no idea? Like,
we're so predictable. We're so predictable.
That's why we're going to be our own demise.
I fucking hate that, man. I hate it.
That's why we're going to fail.
God.
And like, I'm just laughing about it because I'm like, we just have to accept it. Like, we're going to go to war or we're just going to fail. And like, that's just how it is. We're gonna follow it or whatever. So hey, true. This sounds like a great time.
Yeah, right.
So, as the listeners know, as Shelby knows, to open we could try the pineapple juice. Let's try this.
So, a friend of mine, actually, I was telling her about this because I fucking hate Malort. Fucking hate it. And I was just like, I'm really dreading this, but I want to be like down with it and be cool and shit. But I really can't stand it. So I was having anxiety about taking the shot. I was really stressing about it like all day.
It is anxiety inducing, right?
It is. Like when I'm feeling tight around my diaphragm.
Yeah, when you know what it tastes like, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah. So she said that pineapple juice is supposed to cut through that alcohol, that just real nasty poisony taste.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I'm really, really hoping. Oh, fuck. Are you supposed to shake this?
I know. I was thinking that, but it's whatever. It'll
be fine, right?
It'll be fine.
Okay.
I love pineapple juice too. So this is the first time I think I'm going to take the shot and just immediately chase it. Do you want some pineapple juice?
Would you like some? Oh, come on.
Right.
It's so.
All right, I'll see what's up.
Okay. All right. I'm going to immediate.
Yeah. Okay. Immediate. So no fucking around. Because honestly, Malort just.
Do you have a glass?
All right.
Oh, that's good. Here, you can have my can after.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Salud. Oof. Malort, sponsor us. Come on. Just do it. Pineapple juice.
It worked. It worked. Here. Ooh. Poison.
I gotta do more. Oh.
You gotta. It's the aftertaste. That's what fucks you up.
It's a little better, but like
it didn't do all of it.
The thing with Malort,
it didn't do all of it.
Oh, two things. One,
or sippy.
You want some more? All right. Okay. It makes your whole body hurt.
The whole
like the anticipation up to Malort, and then you do it, and you're like, "No, I was right." Like it just,
it's so true,
so bad.
Yeah. Wow.
But that pineapple took it out the back of the throat.
It did. The back of the throat, I think, which is what matters.
Took it off the back of the tongue. Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I'm just going to keep sipping.
Yeah. So, Shelby, what have you come with?
Okay. So, saw your posting a few months ago.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was a few months ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
so, I've never met Shelby.
Yes.
We should say that in here.
Yeah.
Never met each other. Met on Facebook. Comedian. Are you an improver?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm also a writer and a director.
Fuck yes. That's excellent.
Yes.
That's excellent. Okay, cool. All right. So what have you come with?
Okay. So since we first connected, been really thinking about it because I initially was very, very proud of this one story. And I remember it much more fondly, but it's just not as gripping.
Okay.
And I really want to see if I can get you on this because there's this one thing that I've actually never talked to anyone about. So I'm real excited.
Oh
you guys
God.
have some good ears.
This is special.
This. Yeah. So I sometimes
first time. Okay, great.
So sometimes whenever I'm drunk and I'm about to go to sleep, I get the spins and then I immediately think of this, and then it just makes me real sick.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's the sickest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and it haunts me still.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
So okay. So
oh dude.
I'm 25. It happened when I was 8. Okay. So you're from Illinois.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember this, but in the late 90s or early 2000s, the governor shut down a bunch of mental health facilities.
Yep.
Yeah. And
that's why Chicago's in the state it's in, and
exactly.
most of the most, if not all of the homeless population is mentally ill.
Exactly. Actually, you know what's so interesting? This is just a little tangent. There used to be a mental health facility just down the street from here on Clarendon and Montrose, and they tore it all down to develop that new complex. I don't know. It's like it's this fucking high rise.
God.
And they were going to put a treasure island there, but we all know what happened to Treasure Island. But some mentally ill homeless people still return to that spot expecting treatment because that's all they know.
That's so awful.
Isn't that tragic?
Oh,
so that park over there, Clarendon Park, is literally, I mean, like so many homeless people camp out right over there because that's all they know. Isn't that sad?
It's fucked up, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're in a good spot.
We're in such a good spot. So, so my dad actually got laid off because of that. Because and my whole family worked for the state of Illinois under that branch. So it really affected us all. But okay, so my brothers and I went to a park in Lincoln. I think it was Lincoln. I can't remember. It's a little foggy, but they're vivid moments. I was such an introvert. I wasn't an active kid. I was a chubby kid, and I fucking hated being outside. And
same here. Did your mom make you go? Because
she did.
I would be like, I just want to read. And
that's all I wanted.
Go outside. And I was like, why? I live in the middle of nowhere.
It was actually my stepdad because whenever they married, he was trying to do the parental role, and my mom was okay with me just kind of watching TV because she knew how much I loved it. And he was just like, "This is bullshit. Go outside." I remember it was like in the 70s. We wouldn't go out. We wouldn't come home until the street lamps were on. Shit like that.
Yeah, and that's why we got all these stories of like John Wayne Gacy and people raping and molesting children and a lot of despair. You know what the milk carton shit started? Probably around the 60s and 70s, didn't it?
Around that time.
When y'all were playing the fuck outside till dark. Yeah.
And they're
irresponsible.
Completely irresponsible. Completely. So I used to like begrudgingly go out to the park and just like hang out, and kind of my favorite thing to do was sit in the play area, what are those castles, and like pretend like it was my home. And so I'd have like an area for like what would be the television screen, and then I'd play television shows in my head as if I were watching them.
Wow. Where Lincoln was that's a sleepy town.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play pretend I have a television.
Facts of Life was like my jam, and so I used to pretend I was watching like my favorite episodes of Facts of Life. I was fucking tragic, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. So Lincoln had a pretty big facility that got shut down. This does play a part. And so one day, it was a Saturday, and we were over at the parks, and my brothers were playing some kind of sport far in the distance, and I was in the castle, living in my house. And I remember from across the way, there was this like very, very large man who I imagine now probably being like close to 7 feet tall. Maybe not though. He was wearing like a light gray, loose fitting t-shirt, and he was wearing darker gray sweatpants up to his navel. He was really like straggly looking, but I could only see like the back of him, and he was sitting in the grass. And like from, I don't know, like 50 feet away. And so I was like, okay, this guy's fucking weird. And I saw him like he was hunched over and his head kept on shaking back and forth really, really fast. Couldn't figure it out, but I had a bad feeling about him. So I was like, I'm going to keep an eye on that after this goes to commercial.
Wait, how old were you?
I was 8. Yeah.
I'd been like, didn't see it.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm going to check in on this.
I had to. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know where I had no idea where my parents were. Like I said, it was like a latchkey kid.
Yeah. That's true. My parents, I could have just gone home and been like, saw this fucked up shit. And I don't know if it's real, but it's scary.
I never told anyone though. So I imagine that they probably would have taken it seriously had I done it. I was just so mortified that.
It's so terrifying.
Yeah. It was so horrible that I couldn't talk about it. I haven't been able to talk about it until now.
Wow. I get it.
Okay. So, I'm clocking this guy, checking in on my shows, and, just like lounging about in this play castle in the park. And, I was checking on him every like few minutes, and then I got caught up playing with myself, not with myself, you know what I mean?
Like, wait, no, not this kind of show. No. Wait a minute, hold on a second. I mean,
I was, minding my own business, being a child, and suddenly I hear a woman shriek. Like it was the scream, blood curdling scream that is usually followed with death.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're in? What time is it? Is the sun up?
It's probably like 2 p.m. 2 p.m. on a Saturday.
Oh, in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so scary.
I know.
This is really scary.
Yeah. So I hear this woman screaming. Just like, I really thought someone was hurt. So I peeked my head up over the castle and saw the woman who had been screaming standing over the guy. And she goes, Rusty, no! And then she pulls him up real fast by his elbow and like pulls him away to this van. And like, that's the last I see. But as he's like getting into the van, I see blood all over his mouth. Just like all over. Oh my God. Cut it. Cut. And, I'm freaked out and I don't know where my brothers are. I don't know what just happened. I'm completely in the dark. But somehow, or for some reason, I'm like, I got to go investigate this. So
really?
Yeah, I know.
That's
what parents are for. Where were mine?
Really though? Because like, I think of 8-year-old me and like I remember watching The Exorcist, like the old Gilda Radner Exorcist, like SNL,
yeah,
and I was so scared I didn't sleep for nights. Like I was just like, exorcism is real. And like it was like so. It was the SNL sketch. It wasn't the movie The Exorcist. It was Gilda Radner. So as an 8-year-old, I was like, no, I don't fuck with this shit. This is crazy. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, nope, going home. I'm going to walk home. Fuck you, brothers. Like, I'll tell mom you abandoned me.
Idiot.
Yeah. No, not an idiot. Fuck your parents. Where the fuck were your parents?
Fuck the parents.
Where the fuck were your parents? You're not an idiot.
I don't know.
You were a brave child.
I guess I was.
When did you come out? Sorry.
I came out. Okay, so I guess my family always knew, but we never talked about it. But I officially talked to them whenever I was like 20.
And how'd it go?
It went fine. My mom was like, that my mom is the only one I've ever talked to about it. And I just kind of assumed, because she's like the matriarch of everything. And like, I figured she would have told everyone, and I didn't mean to, right. Like you cover one, and then
y'all assumed you were right.
Exactly.
For this one time. Exactly. Didn't make you an ass.
Exactly.
Right.
I was worried for so long that they'd been like, I knew it from that moment that she got kicked out of daycare. I was worried that was going to be like a very like told you so moment, and I didn't want that. I didn't want anybody to be like, right. Happy about being right about something so fucking stupid.
You're gay. We knew it. Like, and you're so made it offensive. Somehow you're also made it offensive. No, and the only because I think like it took me a very long time. Like I didn't come out till I was like 30.
Till you were 30,
yeah.
And how old are you now?
I'm 36.
So you're only 6 years into.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So for you to have come out so young, that's why I'm looking like, okay, like your parents should have been around because that's crazy. But at the same time, you like had this gumption to go like, you know what? I'm going to go investigate. Like you already understood no one's coming to save me.
It's so
Not
true.
to say your parents wouldn't, But like they were assuming you got this, so they're like, she's 8. She knows.
I mean, not to get into
the world,
not to get too into the family shit, but
right.
that's exactly how it's always been.
Right.
Where I've been like, I've had to like, kind of hold my own.
Yeah, so it's like it's almost a switch off because I'm very nurturing, like very like that. I could have run home and been like, done. I'm always done with the park. And they'd be like, why? And I'd be like, wait till I tell you what weird shit happens in the park.
Oh
at
God,
2 PM, Mom.
I was worried.
Weird shit. What? All right. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to, because like, I wonder where this is going. I wonder if like it's what I'm kind of thinking, but I'm not sure.
Ooh,
so I
I'm
don't want to
curious,
like,
actually.
I don't want to say anything yet because I want to know.
Right.
But then like you can't tell. Oh,
ooh,
hold on. Sorry.
You tell me.
Huh?
You tell me.
I could hear all of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't being very quiet. But that's what I think it is. Right?
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll wait for the reveal then.
All right. Wait, am I supposed to reveal it?
No,
Should
I'm
I do
going.
it?
I should reveal it, right?
No, don't worry about
Okay.
it. You
Wait,
talk about.
Okay, so
what's
quick question:
going on.
Am I allowed?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a point? Like, I remember we discussed the podcast, and you said that if it got too gross, you would take a shot.
Oh, so that was the old thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's why in the house notes, like I updated it where it was like we open the story part with a shot of Malort.
Understood.
And that's because the person who is the mystic behind this show, he made a good point. Can't pull the rug out from under the listener.
True.
Can't be like,
That
Mom,
makes
if I want to quit, I
sense.
quit, and then y'all just go, what the fuck?
I never thought about
And
that.
then I only have 2 people who've ever listened to the show because who would put themselves through that?
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, and I'm not
Okay.
famous enough yet to be like, I'm not enough. I am not famous. So let's just be honest. I'm not famous. So who's going to pay to hear the end of this? So it's
You're
not
right.
like I don't have that clout to where I can be like, you like me enough that you want to do this. Nobody knows who I am. So until they
Right.
know who I am,
That'll
I
be
can't really
later.
do that either. I wouldn't do that at this point. That would just make me a dick.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dick. So
Okay, well that takes the edge off me because I was so worried about it being like I
Making
wanted.
me
I
do
really
that again?
wanted.
Thank you, 'cause
not
ooh.
not maliciously. I just want to be like impressive.
I'm so gross that
And I've been holding this inside of my body.
This is-
for how long? 13 years or something.
That's like a huge thing already. Like I haven't taled about it until now. Like, well, allow me to roll it all out, make you comfortable. What do you need? Let's hear this.
Okay, I'll continue then.
Oh my God.
So I go investigate, and already from 50 feet away, I see a mass of like just blood and like guts. And I am still going forward. I don't know why I'm walking forward, but like the grass had just been freshly cut. I can still visualize it. It was like an early spring morning.
Ew.
And and I'm walking closer. I see like a bushy tail.
No, I was right.
You were so goddamn right.
Oh no.
So getting closer, and I don't know why I'm still walking towards it. I think it was just like, man, it must have been morbid curiosity because they'd never seen a dead thing before.
I feel like that's when your body goes into shock.
Yeah.
You're just like, I gotta see it
You
now.
gotta see it
Can't
through.
unsee everything else. Oh my.
That's exactly what it was. And, I never seen anything been eaten like alive. Maybe not alive. Okay. So that's to come. And so I was just so curious. So I kept walking closer, and it was a very slow, like drawn out process. And I get close enough, and I see it's a squirrel. The face had been gnawed apart.
No.
Face had been gnawed apart.
Dude.
The eyeballs were gone.
I can't. This is where I'd be like, no, I'm done. If we had gone with the original format,
Sure.
which to be honest, right at this point, I almost wish I had, because that. Oh my God!
I don't know if this is
God,
worse, but get close. Okay.
It's worse. That face being gnawed off. I just feel like everything's going to be worse.
Yeah. You could hardly tell it was a face. The only thing that was able to tell was the teeth. The teeth were still there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Oh
as an
my
8-year-old,
God.
and as an 8-year-old, I was so from a distance, I was like, that's interesting. That seems like something that would happen in a movie. Like this looks, I'm sure it's just like a stuffed animal or something. No, it definitely wasn't a stuffed animal.
Oh no.
And so get closer, and I'm just hovering above it at this time, and I see maggots.
No. All right, hold on. I can't. Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. So sorry.
That's where it gets gross to me.
I thought because of the teeth thing, this might get upsetting to you.
It's not. It's gross.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, and I can still hear you. So I'm like, me not having my headphones. This makes no sense at all.
Okay. Yeah. It was.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There were just a few, but but you could tell that one had been ripped in half.
Oh.
So the other half of it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So as an 8-year-old, I have lost it. I don't cry. I don't remember crying, and I was a big crier. But I just was so upset. I wanted to vomit, felt the overwhelming urge to vomit, couldn't do it. And so I just kind of like went back to sit on the bench, and then I just sat there for like, I don't know, another hour and a half. And then my brothers came back from playing whatever goddamn sport they were playing.
Just like in a stoic.
I was, yeah.
Just like, cause my body, like all my body hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the.
Isn't that fascinating?
When I was 8-ish, maybe.
Yeah.
I saw that Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Is that the one where they have the bugs? Oh, the heart, yes, but the bugs, because of when they crunch, I was like, no.
Yeah.
And like, I literally remember, I left the living room. It was a very hot day. I remember it was very, very, very hot outside. It was summer, and I was eating cereal and watching. I'm never gonna have that happen.
Why
to my
would
children.
you? Oh my God, that's the worst food to eat at that time.
It was in a bowl. It was not in a clear bowl. It was in a brown bowl, and I was eating cereal, and it was like the Aldi's brand of Trix, whatever. I ran outside, and I was like, "Oh no relief," because it's very hot out here.
Oh my
and so
God,
I'm just freaking out and uncomfortable now. And I'm just like, "Oh no!" And for years, I didn't eat out of bowls that weren't clear for years.
Oh my God!
So and that was a movie. That was a movie.
Shit.
You saw this in real life.
I did.
And it was a human person who ate it.
Yeah.
A rotting squirrel.
Can you believe? I believe it's pica. I think that's what it was. I think this guy.
I worked with.
Yeah. So I was going to say, like, is that
I've worked with it and worked with. Yeah.
Yeah. My family has told me stories like about like working in those facilities, and it's very, 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 very similar.
But that is like the most.
So like whenever. Like my brothers were just giving me a hard time. I remember that. They were just like, "What's wrong with you? Like, why are you like a baby? Like we wouldn't play with you." And I just like couldn't even say what was going on. And so like I man, all I remember is that night. It was like I couldn't sleep. But then after that, it's kind of just faded away into like little bits of moment. Like when I'm super uncomfortable, like for instance when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it comes back.
Oh, what a bad time!
I know. I think it's my body saying like you need to throw up, and this is what we're gonna do.
But why? Why not just make you feel sick? Like why bring the tragedy back?
I don't get the body.
Well, all right. Well, what's your profession? Oh, comedian. All right. So yeah, we don't
get it.
No, we're not.
We don't get it.
We failed all that. That's why we do this.
It's so true. Oh my God. So I couldn't like, so for instance, when we were in science class, like biology, when we used to like dissect animals, couldn't do it.
Nope.
I'm also a vegan, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that I witnessed at 8 years old. It probably does. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah, that's a pretty good inclination. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I just decided at one point I wasn't going to eat meat anymore when I was a kid. But like, if I'd seen that, I'd be like, oh, I'm not eating anything that ever came from an animal again in my life.
Yeah.
I promise. I think I'd feel the same way.
Yeah.
So bad, dude.
Yeah. I think I just like watched one bad documentary, and I was like, that brought me back to that place. And now I don't ever eat meat. I don't eat anything that comes from animals.
I think of like what I've done work wise. And I'm like, if I ever came across, I'd be stunned and I'd just be like, I need to wipe the blood away. It would be like, okay, the most I can think is like if you're in a movie, it's like a mob tie where you walk in and someone you love and care about has done this horrific, terrible thing, and you're like, I love you, so I'm going to clean you up. We're never going to talk about this again.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what. Holy fuck. Wow. I'm basically a mobster or a family of a mobster.
You watched a mobster process.
I did. It was really,
so you could work for them now if you wanted to.
I could. I've seen some really grim stuff.
Have you seen Goodfellas?
I have.
Or The Godfather? Oh,
The Godfather.
Then you're
Godfather.
fine.
Yeah.
Then both of them. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah.
You'll be a mob. It's fine. That's all you need to do. It's very scary, but I mean, as long as you're not the 17-year-old bartender or anyone's wife, you should be fine.
You're right. You're so right. Oh, man.
I watch those all the time. A lot. Also been watching Narcos, really boning up on that, I want
to watch it so badly. I actually have not seen it, but
it's so good.
Really?
This is probably fucked up. I love drug cartel shit. I don't know what it like. Some people have their some people watch, crime mysteries. I love cartel shit because to me, it's the weirdest Robin Hood story because these motherfuckers are like heroes in these neighborhoods. Like they are heroes in these areas.
True.
And so to them, these motherfuckers from the outside trying to, kill them off and stuff, that's their people.
I agree.
Like, it's so interesting to watch the battle of the DEA and, the other agencies in other countries that fight drug lords. And it's like literally the same type of evils, but in different scenarios. One thinks they both think they're good and neither of them are really that great.
Wow.
It's crazy. So I love watching these two people, the most arrogant forces, going at battle with each other and one-upping each other. I'm like, this must drive you people crazy. And I just love watching it.
I gotta check it out.
It's so cool to me. It's so cool to me. It's it puts everything on a parallel, a weird parallel to me where it's I mean, what's good and what's wrong, but what are you weighing it by?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're weighing it in lives, you're both wrong. Right. If you're weighing it in where your money comes from, you're both wrong.
It's all about perspective, though.
It's all about the perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's neat. Anyway.
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
But even watching all that Narcos did not prepare me. This is the worst thing ever.
I've held on to it for so long.
I'm glad you let it out. How do you feel?
I feel so good.
I hope you have so much less of those because that is a fucked up.
And it's not like I was ashamed of it. I think at the time,
Yeah.
I think at the time I was just worried that I would no longer be able to go outside.
Oh,
because I'd witnessed some real shit, and even though hands off parenting, I think that they even would have been like, okay, well then you need to not be around other people for a while.
Or be like, okay, you need to understand what you saw.
Yeah.
Because what you saw was a person with a very real mental illness, a very real disability that they cannot control. And it's just that intense.
Yeah.
I do. I've seen someone pick up a sock from the bed of Lake Michigan and put it in their mouth. And I was like, I would. Okay, well.
Oh my God.
And then laugh at me when I was like, put that down. And they just laughed and threw it. And I was like, well, don't come near me. But okay.
Have you witnessed someone throw up?
I don't do. That's the one bodily fluid. I shit, piss doesn't bother me. Blood with depth bothers me. If it's just a small cut, but if it's insides, no, I can't. I
shouldn't see them.
I don't.
No one
those.
should see them.
Those should stay inside. I shouldn't see those. And vomit. Vomit is a no-no.
It's a no-no.
A no-no. I can't do vomit. It's the worst.
Do you encounter a lot of it in your work?
Only once straight. I'm knocking on wood. I'm sorry, producer Aaron. I'm sorry.
I did it too.
I'm knocking on wood because no. And I get my flu shot. I try to avoid the place during flu season. And even when it's there, I'm just like, everyone who feels sick or is a little warm is going home, and I'm not fucking playing with you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be 98.6. It is 99.1. Get the fuck out of my... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean. Basically, like, let me call your parents and get you to But fuck no, I don't mess around with illness. So
there's kind of not a whole lot that won't gross me out. Oh no!
You saw that.
I know. You know what?
I feel like you can see anything. I'm surprised you're like, I went to the like mortician sciences because like, why wouldn't you? You've seen the worst of everything.
Yeah. One thing though that actually it's one thing that makes me very, very sick thinking about is drool or saliva.
Really?
Saliva in excess. I have no idea why, but
no, I get you. I've worked with people like that, and like I think because I developed a relationship with them, it wasn't like it wasn't that bad to me. But I get you because when I first encountered it, I'm like, that and teeth grinding.
Oh, teeth grinding.
Have you heard a person teeth grind in waking life, but like they're so clenched that you can hear. Oh, yeah.
My mom used to have to
turns the stomach. Like,
huh?
Tell me about saliva.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
You don't make us hear about it.
So I think that I can understand a little bit of what you go through in your life because my mom ran like a mental health facility / nursing home. It was assisted living.
Oh,
and there was one guy, and I think his name was like Shorty. His name was Shorty, and he used to grind his teeth.
Nope.
So he used to sit in his wheelchair and just grind, and my mom would put like things in his mouth, he had a guard that he had to wear like 24/7, so he wouldn't like grind his teeth raw, like down to the root.
I'm trying to like even try.
I couldn't do it.
I can't push my teeth together tight enough.
I couldn't. I think
to do it.
I think instinctually you're like just not supposed to do it.
Yeah, my body's like, nope, this will hurt.
And so some people like, just don't. I mean,
yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Don't have that sensor. Yeah.
But same with the saliva. Is many people living in the home just had no control over the saliva, and so it'd just be dripping down their neck, and like it'd be dried around their mouth, and they'd get the crusties.
Yes, ew, yes.
And my job was to kind of just like hang out with them, and that was just so horrible. I couldn't.
Did you
talk
wipe
to them.
it? I would be. You couldn't talk to.
I couldn't.
For beer, they would move it. Oh, ew.
I just kind of tuned out. I felt like such a bad person, but I just couldn't. I could not do it. But I did witness actually in that home. Someone. Is it okay if I gross you out?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just laughing at the fact that she was like, "Oh, these old people." Like I
couldn't.
That's fine.
Oh man, and I did witness once that one of the people living in the home vomited over the floor in the rec room.
Oh, gross!
And they were sitting in a circle watching TV, all the residents, and it was like a bell had been rung. 5 people jumped out of their seats, just jumping to eat up the vomit.
Ew! Eat it! Ew! Ew! No! Eat it?
I made Aaron gag.
No.
I'm so sorry. I brought it, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is what goes inside of my head, okay? Yeah.
This is the area I can't work in. They can't see this. I've seen glue sticks. I've seen grass.
Glue sticks.
Oh, yeah. A guy who just like chomps it off and eats it. I'm like, stop eating that. We have 3 left. And actually, we have 1 left because you ate 3. So now I have 1 glue stick. Stop eating my fucking glue sticks. That's really my contention. It's not toxic, but oh my God.
Yeah. They were like, all the aides just immediately jumped into action and just like started like grabbing people by the arms to pull them away. It was insane.
It's like the worst zombies.
It was like they were zombies. It was just like a look in their eyes. I don't know. It was crazy.
Did they have like dementia and shit? Or?
Yes. That was like the predominant like mental illness.
Please, God, don't let me ever just want to eat vomit. That's so.
I know it. Isn't that just so sad?
It's so sad. It's so like the humane part of you is like, oh, and the other part's like, oh God.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. And I know I'm sorry, but gross.
And I used to spend
oh my God.
a lot of time there. I was depressed whenever I was like in third grade, like third until now. And
you were watch someone eat a rotting squirrel. I just want to keep going back to that because that's pretty intense for an 8-year-old.
Yeah. So my mom didn't want to keep me, like, she didn't want me at home alone. And so like this was way after the fact. So like damage done, lady.
Don't try to nurture me now with someone else's love.
Too little, too late.
Fuck both of you. I didn't need it then. Don't need it now.
Yeah. And so she used to bring me into the place, like after school some days. And that's where, I witnessed the rest of the stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah. Vile things. And like, I don't know if anyone knows this, but like that is maybe listening or maybe even you, although you should know, is that the overwhelming smell of homes like that. It is straight up.
You have overworked, understaffed staff.
It's so
who
true.
have given up on every aspect of life. No offense. I'm just saying like that's what the industry does. And so therefore they find disgusting strategies to deal with people sometimes, or even if they're very good, they have too many people to take care of. And then you just get a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's even worse in the state
pee
departments. I mean, like, because it's underfunded.
Underfunded, no staff. Like,
what are the nurses that aren't nurses? CNAs.
So
those things are only run by CNAs.
Yeah.
They get paid like $10 an hour or something ridiculous like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Absolute shit for all the work that they have to do. For real.
No, I knew like from that point, because I wanted to be like a doctor, but I was like, knowing that I couldn't fucking do it. Could not.
Because what if you had to be the doctor that had to look at the guy who ate a hefted?
I know.
A rotting squirrel.
I know. I still think about the woman screaming Rusty and then think about her having to like pick out maggots from his teeth.
Oh God, I know. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
Hopefully not so much anymore. Hopefully you got it out.
I do feel better.
Thank God. Because my God, you poor woman. That's horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific. Ugh. My God. I mean, I just feel so like I've been through a tornado before and I survived, and that's how I feel. I'm like, wow.
You've been through a tornado?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A big one.
Oh my God.
But like I made it, and a lot of people did. A couple people died. Some of them, they should have stayed in their basements. And like one was a 97-year-old woman. When I lived in Peoria, or Washington, Illinois, which is right.
Washington, also in Washington.
Yep. So right outside of Peoria,
Trippy.
There was a big F4 went through, and it wiped out like a huge span, like a huge chunk through the middle of the town. And I didn't live far from where it hit. I was in town, like just like a few blocks away from where it hit. And it was the most stunning. Like I love tornadoes. I'm not going to lie. I'm a sucker for like that shit. But
even after that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I still, because I didn't know that's what I was looking at, and I wanted to see it again because I was like, oh, I didn't realize. I was in shock. I didn't realize I was looking at a tornado. I was like, God damn, the clouds are moving so funny. Like usually they don't move this fast, and not in this like succession. And then my neighbor's like, that's a tornado. I was like, oh my God. And then we're like, shelter, because it was so close. And I like the feeling I remember feeling that is like what I feel now. Like, my God, to see something so horrific, like you just have to sit down and go, that happened. And if I was 8, I mean, I was in my 20s when that happened. So, I mean, to be 8 years old.
I think I remember that tornado actually, because it definitely made like state news.
Washington. What is it?
It was in November. That's right.
November. Was it 2018 now? I was thinking 2011 or 2009. Fuck. It was November 17th. I remember that.
It is 2013.
2013.
I knew it.
November
I do remember
17th,
that.
2013.
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember that entire day when I went grocery shopping. It was a very nice day. I was like, oh my goodness, we're going to open all the windows. And then all of a sudden a storm from Hoodin and a fucking giant tornado.
That's the thing about tornadoes. It feels so
fast.
good before the tornado.
Yeah. And I knew, I knew there was going to be a horrific storm because I was like, well, nothing feels this good without punishment. So it's November 13th. It's 70 degrees. We're definitely, well, I'm from the Midwest. Like, we're going to get the day after tomorrow. And we got that one time. That was scary. Anyway, that's another story. But so I was like, the weather pattern's going to change. This is a warm front. The cold front's coming behind. There's going to be a horrific storm and like, hopefully not a huge tornado, but it was massive. And I lived there and then it came through. Yeah. And it grew from Pekin, which is not far.
I lived in Pekin too.
Jesus.
Pekin's trash.
Pekin is horrifically racist.
Nasty.
Horrifically racist. Like,
and like bigots everywhere. Yeah.
All like when you drive in Pekin's sign is a Confederate flag. Like basically that's Pekin.
Is it really?
No,
I don't remember.
But like I mean, I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised because it's so racist. And everyone in Peoria is like, oh, Pekin, that's the racist one. I mean, they're all their fair share, but I
lived in Pekin for a short period of time, but then we moved to East Peoria. The nicer area.
Yeah. Okay, maybe now, but it was like not when
was East Peoria shitty back then?
When I lived there, it was like it was like are you going to East Peoria? Ooh. I was like, be careful. I was like, I'm white. It's fine.
Well, we lived in like a cul-de-sac that was like super pretty. So maybe it was just like right off. I don't know. It was like my dad. So I would like visit him on occasion. Right. And that's all I remember from it. But
yeah. No, I remember it being like when I lived there, it was like meh. But meh. I mean, it's Midwestern.
All of that area. So
yeah.
So fucking nasty.
I know. Well, and I know. I kind of liked Peoria, but at the same time, like, I'm never going back.
No, if I had to live there.
We're never going to live there. I was like, baby, that's fine. I don't ever need to go back to that place. Ever.
No, leave that in the dust.
In the dust. Oh my God. So yeah, you survived I mean, it was clearly dead. That's what's fucked up to me.
It had been dead a while.
I don't know how I would handle that.
There should have been more blood, and I think that was because I'd been sitting there for a while. I
no.
Like in retrospect, but because it was a giant ass squirrel. Like I see squirrels sometimes, and then I think about the squirrel, and I also was a small child, so. Maybe
depending on the season, was it fat? Was it?
It was a chunky, or at least it had been before his guts had been ripped out.
His face and the oh, good.
Yeah,
and who knows who ripped the guts out? Oh, I'd like to think another animal that wasn't human.
I want to believe that. I want to believe he just did he was just doing the tidy ups. Oh,
the face. That's so fucked up to see.
Yeah,
as an 8-year-old child, that's a messed up situation. And then you had to go to the nursing.
Man. And like my mom tried her best because she had screwed me up for so long. And so she was trying to pick up the pieces, but it was too late. And then she was doing it all wrong.
She's like, I'm sorry. You're like, too late. Do a little.
And now I am where I am today.
Wow.
Performing.
You're a comedian in Chicago. You right?
Yeah.
Good job. Cheers to that.
Cheers
to that. That's fantastic.
Tornado.
So, tornado. I love tornadoes.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yay.
Shelby. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. You are a delight.
Thank you.
This was
are as well.
super fucking fun.
Yeah. So
totally
fun.
enjoyed this.
Thanks, Aaron.
Absolutely amazing. And I will introduce you to our closer. Our closer, our palate cleanser, as it were.
I'm so ready for this.
Since we torture ourselves with Malort, you just want a little bit? Are you good today? You good? All right.
Let's go all the way.
Go all the way.
Go all out.
As it is, our palate cleanser, since we, have to get into it with the Malort, our palate cleanser this few sessions is Early Times Kentucky Whiskey, aged in oak for a taste worth the wait, which I feel like they waited 2 to 3 weeks before they were like, yeah, that's good.
It's mature.
It was established in 1860, but I mean, I would like to try the 1860. I would like to. But this one is, it's 80 proof. It's 40%. So
fuck yeah.
All right. So, Shelby. Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much. Where can we find? Let's do your social media because after the shot, we're done.
For sure.
We're all wasted now. Where can we find you on social media? And show wise.
Ooh, okay.
Now remember, ahead of time. So, do you do consistent mics? Do you do a showcase or anything you have coming up in January? And then social media. Okay. We want to see you.
Okay, sure. You can find me at Shelby Danosky at Twitter. It's just my name. I go by Shelfie actually.
Nice.
I just like it so much more. And then Shelby Danosky on Facebook. And I actually don't know the URL, but you can find me for the month of January at Second City's ETC Theater on Monday nights.
Nice.
I'm graduating from the conservatory program.
Yay!
All of my friends,
congratulations.
they had done that years ago, and I was like, I don't want to give Second City money. I really don't. No. So I'm finishing that, and then I work with a production company called Huggable Riot. We put up shows on Wednesdays at The Annoyance.
Nice.
And my directorial debut is starting March 14th.
That's 2 days before I get married.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
Oh, yay.
Hey, all right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's edge this out. Shelby, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
And cheers to you.
Salud.
All right.
Oh, so much easier.
So much easier.
Wow.
It feels like you're breathing fire, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It'll go away
It's going to
eventually.
go away. It's not going to
stick and
hang
burn
out.
you for the rest of your life like Malort will.
Yeah. But pineapple juice.
God,
that's
I
something.
hope they do sponsor us. That'd be great.
Gotta get it.
Gotta get them. Thank you so much, Shelby.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for listening. We'll see you next time on Cringeworthy. Bye-bye.
Bye.